We, the students of IMI New Delhi, are going to present our project of strategic management, which is strategic analysis of the EV battery industry. Next slide. In India, the adoption of EVs is likely to grow significantly with the increasing demand for clean energy sources. The government has plans to achieve a target of 30% EV adoption by 2030, powered primarily by the electrification of two-wheeler, three-wheeler, and commercial vehicles in India. As of December 2022, there were more than 1.8 million electric vehicles in India. Over half of India's EVs were three-wheelers, accounting for around 920,000. India's EV market is changing rapidly. It was estimated that by 2035, the automobile market will be fully electric. Moreover, in February 2023, Renault and Nissan revealed a new long-term vision for India, including increased production and R&D activities, introducing EVs and shifting to carbon-neutral manufacturing. Therefore, the increase in the adoption of EVs is expected to drive the battery market in India during the forecast period. India's battery market is estimated to be at approximately 10 million US dollars by the end of this year and is projected to reach approximately 62 million US dollars in the next 7 years, registering a CAGR of over approximately 25% during the forecast period. Next slide, please. Scenarios and sales forecasts. We evaluated two transport electrification scenarios using ICCT's India Emissions Model, IEM, Ambitious and 30 at 30. The ambitious scenario is an optimistically rapid transition to EVs that supports India's air quality goals and its NDC, which seek to reduce carbon intensity by 33% to 35% by 2030 from 2005 levels. In the 30 at 30 scenario, 30% of new automotive sales are electric by 2030. This table shows the EV penetration in different vehicle categories in the two scenarios. India will need about 3,400 gigawatt hour to 4,100 gigawatt hour of batteries for its EV by 2035. Moreover, in the next decade, India's annual requirement could be 17% to 26% of annual global production. This highlights the need for India to set up its own gigafactories in the next few years. Giga-scale production is a crucial part of lowering the price enough to make EVs cost competitive. Now, I'll hand over the stage to Satvik.
So today, I'll be explaining the Porter's five forces in this scenario of EV battery industry. So the first thing is the competitive rivalry battery industry is really high, as there are many established players like Panasonic, LG Chemicals, which are gaining a competitive advantage due to their technical advancement and their history of working in the battery industry. Other than that, we have some regional players and startups entering the market, and the factors that affect the industry as a whole are the pricing pressure coming from the Chinese industry, as well as the quality and technology advancements, which are being taken on a global scale. That we have the supply power factor. So there's a high supply of power as the raw materials for the EV industry, battery industry, like lithium, cobalt, and nickel are readily available, and the material is significant power to dictate the prices and terms. Additionally, securing consistent supply of these materials can be challenging due to the geopolitical issues and environmental concerns associated with mining of these materials. Related to the buyer power is moderate as EV adoption is taking place gradually. The buyer power in EV industry is somewhat moderate. While there are a growing number of EV manufacturers, they are still concentrated compared to traditional automobiles. Namely, in India, if we talk about two-wheeler EV segment, the major players are Ola and Ather. And in the four-wheeler segment, we have Tata, Mahindra, as well as other major brands who are stepping into the EV. However, as the industry expands, more battery manufacturers enter into the market. And in battery manufacturing, we have major two players, AmaraRaja and Exide. Moving on to the threat of new entrants. It's moderate to high threat of new entrants as the industry is an emerging one, and the capital investment, research, development, and manufacturing facilities is taken up significantly. Additionally, demands specialized knowledge in chemistry and technology. Established players have economies of scale and a technological edge, making it viable for new players. However, advancements in battery technology and potential government incentives to encourage new players. One of the examples for the same is Exide Industries as well as AmaraRaja. Both of them are traditional battery players, and they're moving their technological advancement towards lithium ion and focusing on EV industry. Threat of substitutes is also a low threat of substitutes, as there are currently limited substitutes for lithium-ion batteries in the industry. Other battery technologies such as solid state are still in development stages and face numerous challenges. Hydrogen fuel cells are other potential substitute, but they are not widely adopted and face infrastructure limitations on a very high scale. It is also considered very dangerous adoption of hydrogen fuel because it's not stable yet, and a lot of research is going on. So that's EV, motorcycle person EV batteries. Right? I'll be handing over to
So thank you, Satvik. And now let's discuss about the matrices of evolving of the EV battery industry. So here come multiple things that are evolving and people are getting more incentivized to buy new EV batteries. The first come is the government incentives and where government is giving various tax exemptions, interest subsidies and other regulations on other emissions are getting stricter. So that is promoting people to buy more EV batteries. The next would be advancement in the battery technology as the things and technology is developing, that so does with the EV batteries as well. Earlier, the technology was not used to be that much sophisticated, but these days the technology is advancing, and which is also reflecting in the EV batteries as well. The next would be the falling battery cost, and raw material availability as we all know that the uh, uh, research and development for lithium ion is getting very high in Jammu and Kashmir, and later on in Rajasthan as well. We found huge amount of lithium ion resources, which is showing that the resource availability is getting higher, which is ultimately leading in the falling of battery costs. The next factor is the increasing infrastructure and innovation. Since it's a need of the hour, the government is getting policies incentivize the battery manufacturers, and at the end of the day we are getting high incentive from the people as well who are think about the environment. So the charging infrastructure and innovation also play a crucial role in getting the things done. The next is sustainability and recycling. As for us, the government, the Paris Agreement, and the net zero carbon emissions is the goal of the government. So it's become very important for the EV batteries to come into the play and reduce the pollution and increase the environmental concerns associated with it. And at the end of the day, consumers are getting aware, and the demand of the EV batteries and the EV bikes and cycles and other things is getting very high. On the top right of your hand, on the top right of the screen, you will able to see the graph at which packages the battery manufacturers are there in the India. And on the bottom of that, you can see that various subsidies and state level subsidies and things are incentives are provided to the manufacturers that incentivize them. Then let's say for the land development incentive, they are given incentives so that the land rented would be at lower prices. So they then come and start manufacturing at a higher rate. Next slide, please. So here let's discuss about the two sides of the EV batteries, that is the demand side and the supply side. For the demand side, as the government is incentivizing the EV batteries production, and the people as consumers, we are also more conscious about the environmental effects. So there comes this factor as the growth of EV adoptions. People are becoming more optimistic towards EV batteries, and they are adopting more vehicles. Next is environmental concerns. because we have to achieve as our agreement in Paris Agreement, and the net zero carbons emissions are very ambitious ambitious project of the government. This is also shows that how environmental concerns comes into play and make us to shift towards the EV batteries. The government is also pushing some regulatory things and providing high emission regulations on diesel and petrol vehicles, while a bit lower on EV batteries. Next is the innovation also comes into play. Earlier, the EV batteries are not thought to be as much safe and not as better performance, but now with the innovation and with increasing technology, the people are believing more on EV batteries. Let's discuss about the supply side of the EV batteries. The production capacity has also expanded because we have recently discovered various resources from where we can extract the raw materials like lithium, nickel, and cobalt that would be used in the manufacturing of the EV batteries. The next point would be technological shift. As the technology is increasing at a rapid pace, so do the in the EV batteries as well. Earlier, it does not used to be in the solid state, but now we have put a significant amount in R&D so that we can shift towards the solid batteries, which are more safe and more promising in the performance as well. And the last aspect that should not be ignored is recycling infrastructure. As EV batteries need are sustainable for the time being when they are used, but it's also important for us to get them recycled and dispose them in the very safe manner. On the left side of the screen bottom, you will able to see that how the demand of lithium ion batteries would be projected in the coming future, and you can clearly see that the graph is increasing at a very high pace. This shows that people are getting optimistic towards the EV batteries. The next graph to it shows that the how cost of lithium ion batteries has decreased over time. In 2008 it was around 1200, and now it's significantly decreased to $157 kilometer per watt. So it shows that what are it shows that, and in the future itself is also thought it predicted to be declined further to $58 per kilowatt hour. So this shows that how it comes into play when people can also afford the EV batteries. And the last graph shows that the how the EV battery capacity and performance has increased, and it was predicted to be increased over time. So this is about the EV batteries supply and demand side. Now I hand over the stage to Ruhika.
Okay, so I'll be talking about AmaraRaja EV batteries. AmaraRaja EV Battery Limited is an Indian-based company which is engaged in the business of manufacture and sale of lead-acid storage batteries for industrial and automotive applications. The company's products are supplied to various user segments like railways, telecom, uh, and original equipment manufacturers. So now I'll be talking about the market share of AmaraRaja batteries and Exide Industries in India. So as you can see, in over the past 1, 3, and 5 years, the data shows that AmaraRaja batteries has a large market share than Exide batteries in all three periods. AmaraRaja batteries market share has grown steadily over the past 5 years, from 22.54 in financial year 29 to 23.55 in financial year 23. Exide batteries market share, on the other hand, has remained relatively flat over the same period, about 21%. It also shows that AmaraRaja batteries has higher revenue growth and profitability than Exide Industries. The revenue growth of AmaraRaja is at a CAGR of 24% over the past 5 years. And Exide Industries revenue grew at a CAGR of 20%. AmaraRaja's battery net profit margin is also higher than Exide Industries, averaging about 9.42% over the past 5 years. So overall, it suggests that AmaraRaja Batteries is the leading player in the Indian lead acid storage battery market, with a larger market share, higher revenue, and higher profitability than Exide Industries. Next slide. So here are some of the key growth strategies employed by AmaraRaja Batteries Limited. First would be the product diversification. So the company has aimed to diversify its product portfolio by introducing new and advanced battery technologies to meet the evolving needs of the customers. Second is the geographical expansion. It has sought to expand its presence both within India and internationally. Innovation and research. The company invested in research and development to stay at the forefront of battery technology. Then quality and reliability. The focus on quality was crucial for customer satisfaction and long-term business growth. And then the green initiatives. As sustainability and environmental concerns gained prominence, the company showed a commitment to adopting greener practices in manufacturing process and products. And yeah, that's all. I would like Ashin to come.
Thank you, Rohika. So moving on to the second company that we have chose for analyzing, Exide Industries, which is the largest manufacturer of lead acid and power storage solutions provider in India, and is the fourth largest in the world. The company has a rich history, driving back to 1953, and offers a wide range of solutions to the automotive, industrial, and stationary applications. The strategic growth that the company has achieved so far can be related to the vision of the company that they carry, which is to become a global powerhouse respected by customers and preferred by investors, known for innovative products and solutions. So, based on this, the company has 10 international standard factories spread across 5 states in the country. As you can see on the graph that is put out on the slide, which shows the profit growth as well as the net sales growth over the years of 2020 and 2021, you can see that it has increased over the years. So, in order to have an increase on the profit as well as the net sales, Exide Industries have applied many strategies as to obtain a competitive advantage in the industry. The cost leadership. So, as you all know, cost is a major factor inside the battery industry, and the company has to achieve this in order to be a major player for all these years. Next, in order to gain the competitive advantage, they have introduced the differentiation. As you can see from the mission and vision they carry, innovation is a major role they are focusing on. So in the products they brings into the market, they try to find some differentiation from the other products that are already in the market. For example, Exide offers a lifetime warranty on some of its batteries. Then comes its focus on customer satisfaction. Exide is committed to providing excellent customer satisfaction. The company has a strong customer focus and strives to meet the needs of its customers to the best of its ability, as they have already mentioned in the mission and vision of the state. So overall, Exide has a strong position in the market, and it has the potential to grow in the coming futures. Moving on to the next slide. Moving on to the growth strategy of what Exide Industries have been implementing right now. The first one is expanding into new markets. As we have talked so far, the electric vehicle market is the blooming market within India. And Exide is expanding its presence in the electric vehicle market by developing new batteries for electric vehicles. The company is also expanding its presence in the international market by opening new marketing facilities and distribution centers. As I have told earlier, the company has already 10 marketing facilities within India. So, in order to increase its operational efficiency as well as to expand its retail chain, they are opening manufacturing facilities outside the country also. Focusing on innovation. Exide heavily invest in research and development in order to implement the competitive advantage strategies of differentiation as well as product innovation. They have been doing this, such as they have been investing a lot on the future lithium-ion batteries, flow batteries, and as you all know, this is a manufacturing industry. The manufacturing technology keeps on changing. So, in order to keep on with the pace of changing manufacturing technologies, They have also invested on 3D printing to reduce cost and improve efficiency, strengthening its distribution network. In regards to its manufacturing facilities as well as its strong distribution network, still Exide is striving to strengthen its distribution network and open new distribution centers so as to attract more customers as well as partner with more distribution centers so as to increase the revenue as well as the profit. The company also has invested in e-commerce as to reach more online customers, improving its operational efficiency. If you can see on the pie chart that has been put out, it shows the cost structure of the company. So if you analyze that, you can understand that raw materials consumed is the most expensive thing that has for the manufacture of the battery. So Exide is focusing on improving its operational efficiency by investing in new technologies as well as sourcing of raw materials, streamlining its process. So the company is also working to reduce waste and improve its environmental performances also. As my colleague Ronika has said before, the sustainability initiative that the government has took forward, also Exide Industries also have a part in that. As the demand for sustainable energy solution increases, they are also investing in eco-friendly battery technologies, more sustainable practices in its operations, so as to align with both environmental goals as well as market trends. Then comes the customer focus, which is the most important one, as they are the consumers. So they are striving and working towards understanding and meeting the specific needs of the customers as the industry is changing and the market is evolving. So now I invite Raghavendra to go on with his slide.
Thank you, Ashin. Now I will be explaining the value chain of the EV battery industry. It involves a series of interconnected activities and processes required to produce, distribute, and support electric vehicle batteries. This value chain can be broken down into 7 key stages. The first step in the value chain is component production. In battery material manufacturing, the battery materials are produced, including cathodes, anodes, electrolytes, separators, and binders. The formulation of these materials help to create various chemistries such as lithium-ion, lithium polymer, or solid-state battery. The next step is cell production. In battery cell production, battery cells are assembled by stacking layers of anode, cathode, separator, and electrolyte. Cylindrical, prismatic, or pouch cells are produced based on the specific battery design. The third step is module production. In this step, cells are configured into larger modules that include some electronic management. A module is composed of few cells welded or otherwise physically attached to each other. EV module and pack systems are assembled by both OEMs as well as automotive makers. The next step is pack assembly. In pack assembly, integration of multiple battery cells into a complete battery pack is done. In this step, there is inclusion of thermal management systems, electronic, and safety features. Battery packs are customized for specific EV models in this step. The fifth step is electric vehicle integration. In this step, the producers integrate the battery packs into electric vehicles during the manufacturing process, while keeping in mind the EV's interface. The EVs are designed and engineered to accommodate the specific battery pack size, shape, and capacity. The next step is usage. Electric vehicles use electricity to charge their batteries instead of using fossil fuels like petrol or diesel. Electric vehicles are more efficient, and that combined with the electricity cost means that charging an electric vehicle is cheaper than filling petrol or diesel for your travel requirements. The last step in the value chain is reusing and recycling. Reusing, recycling, and second life applications are very crucial for the development of the EV industry. Used batteries are recycled to recover valuable materials and to reduce environmental impact. Retired batteries are reused in secondary applications like energy storage. Each stage of the value chain plays a crucial role in the production deployment of the electric vehicle industry. That is it from our side. Thank you so much.